Hi and welcome back to my channel. I am super excited about today's vlog, you guys, because today I'm going to be talking about things that you should be doing in your 40s. Now, I want you to know that I'm doing this video because my girl, Miss Angel Richardson, who y'all know I love so much, she did a video last week about the 5 things that women should be doing in their 30s. And if you go to her YouTube channel, I'm going to make sure I link both of those videos below. She also has a video about what you should be doing in your 20s. So again, I'll make sure I link those below. And so I was like, you know what? Okay, so let me go ahead and do one for people in their 40s. Now, I didn't just select women. So I'm giving you these things because, they're for men and for women, just so y'all know. So let's jump right on in. Number 1, love and accept yourself completely. You have to love yourself no matter what, and that means flaws and all, because none of us are perfect. Stop worrying about the things that you should have done, could have done, and start living your best life now. Number 2, live for you. It is not your business, and it is not your concern to care what other people think about you. Make decisions that will benefit you and that work for you. Stop letting other people dictate what you should and shouldn't be doing. I cannot stress that enough. Stop letting other people dictate what you should be doing. Start living for you. Number 3, learn to forgive and move on. Holding on to grudges only causes you to be unhappy, and it keeps you from living your best life. No matter what the situation is or was, you have to forgive and move on. Chances are the person that wronged you, now y'all listen to this clear. Chances are the person that wronged you has either forgotten about what they did, forgotten all about you, or they don't care. So stop walking around with grudges. And remember, when you forgive people for you. It's not about them. You're doing it for you, because guess what? God can't bless you if you're walking around holding on to grudges and hatred and all that other negative stuff. Forgive people for you and then move on. Number 4, travel more. Get out there and create memories and see the world. As a travel agent, I cannot stress this enough. And I've always been one to love traveling. In fact, I have gone on 7 cruises in my lifetime, and I was hoping to go on a cruise next month for Mother's Day, but I wasn't able to do that. But guess what, y'all? God is good, because that same ship going to those same ports is going to be leaving out in December. So that's going to be my Christmas gift to myself, and that will be like, I think it's the 3rd week in December. But I'm telling you, get out, create memories. This past January, I went to Cancun. I had never been to Cancun before, and I'm not even sure if I ever thought about going, but I went to celebrate my big sister's 50th birthday. We had a ball, and I enjoyed it. And so we have decided that we are going to make this our annual trip, and I love it. But get out there, create some memories. And I wanted to go to Cuba so bad this year, but because I already had my travel plans laid out before I thought about going to Cuba, it's just not going to work. I'm not going to be able to get it in, but that's all right, y'all, because in 2018, this girl right here will be going to Cuba. In fact, I'm going to go on a cruise, because I did a video last week, I believe it was, talking about how a lot of the airlines are going to be cutting back. And just so you know, in case you didn't know, a lot of the airlines are going to be cutting back on flights to Cuba because they're not getting the people that they thought they were going to get. However, cruise lines are adding more cruises to Cuba because it seems that more people want to cruise there. So the bottom line is, get out and travel. I don't care where you go. Get out and travel. See the world. Take pictures. Create memories. Number 5, get in the gym more. And if you're not in the gym at all, get in the gym. So your metabolism starts to slow down, and that middle-age spread will start to set in, okay? So you may want to get in at least 3 days of exercise a week. Also, in case you didn't know this, after you turn 40, inactive people start to lose 3 to 5% of their muscle mass every decade. And I promise you, you want to lose weight, but you do not want to lose muscle mass. I can promise you, you don't. Number 6, start thinking and planning for retirement. You need to start planning everything out: your finances, your insurance, that's health and life, and where you're going to live when you retire. If you're not planning to move from where you currently are, then that's fine. But most importantly, you want to start thinking about when you're going to retire. this is the time to start maxing out on your TSP, your thrift savings plan. If you're in the federal government, really start doing that. And I wanted to share with you all that last Wednesday to be exact, I completed the last class. It was like a 4-class series that MetLife did at my job. I'm with the Federal Trade Commission. And so they came in and did this retirement workshop. And I mean, we covered everything. And I have a book that's about this thick, y'all, that I really do need to sit down and go through from cover to cover, because I want to make sure that I am prepared when I decide to retire. This October, I will have 29 years of federal government service. So my time is moving on, y'all. And I want to make sure I have everything in place. So this year, I am going, when I say this year, I mean like within the next couple of months, because I really do want to look at the different funds that are in the TSP. Right now, I'm all in the general fund, but I think I want to move some stuff into the L fund, but there's some other funds too, and I really need to make sure I understand those things before I just start pouring money in. But I'm going to max out my contributions to my thrift savings, because you know whatever you put in, the government matches it. So I want to max out everything. So I'm on a serious roll so that when I retire, y'all, I can be very comfortable, not just from my business, but also from my retirement, because I earned it. So you want to start doing that. And here is your bonus, because y'all know I love to give bonuses. So if you are single, listen up, people. If you are single, before you jump into a marriage, make sure you are marrying for the right reasons. Don't just do it because your friends are getting married, your family members are getting married, or you want financial security, or because your biological clock is ticking so loud that everybody around you can hear it. Let me repeat that again. Before you get married, make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. Don't just do it because your friends are getting married, or you want financial security, or because your biological clock is ticking and the whole daggone world can hear it. Make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. I cannot tell you the number of people that I know that have married for some of the reasons that I just gave you, and those marriages didn't last very long. When I get married, I don't care how old I am, when I get married, it's going to be for the right reasons. It's not going to be because I'm looking for financial security because I have my own money. It's not going to be just because I'm lonely. It certainly won't be because my biological clock is ticking. I have one child and I'm all right with that. My baby's 29. She turned 29 a couple of months ago. So I'm happy with that. But I'm just saying, just because, and I know this happens, you're in your 40s, and some of y'all are looking around thinking, oh my God, I'm 40 something, I'm not married, everybody else around me is married, I want to be married. And it's not just because you love Peter, but because everybody else is doing it, and you feel like your biological clock is ticking, and nobody else is going to come along. Honey, you might as well stay single. Do it for the right reasons, and I promise you'll be so much happier. So those have been my tips for you guys, and let's run through them real quick. Number 1, love and accept yourself completely. Number 2, live for you. Number 3, learn to forgive and move on. Number 4, travel more. Number 5, get in the gym if you're not there at all, and if you are, get in there just a little bit more. Number 6, start thinking about planning and for your retirement, and then your bonus. If you're single, don't just jump into a marriage. Do it for the right reasons. And so that's all I have for you guys. I hope this helps someone. Now, if you have some tips, let me say this real quick. If you have some tips of things that people should be doing in their 40s, please, 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 please leave them in the comment section, because I think some of your tips may be things that I hadn't thought about that can help somebody else. So I want to thank you guys for all of my newest subscribers. I love you guys to the moon and back. I really, really do. Thank you all for always supporting me in all that I do. And until our next vlog, I will bid you good day. Have a great week. And don't forget, start looking at this list of things that you need to be doing. If you're not doing them, make sure you make them happen. Till our next vlog, I love you guys.